All right, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the training, the Thursday edition. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. As everyone's coming into the training, if you don't mind, if you could put a one into the chat if you're new to Dubb, two if you're returning, that would be great. So one if you're new, two if you're returning, that would be awesome. Okay, cool. A lot of ones. That's great. And it's always good to have returners as well. So two if you're returning. So let me pop over to Jessica. Hey Jessica, how are you? You can go ahead and say hi in the chat or you can unmute yourself and say hi if you'd like to.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
So where are you at in the journey? Just jumped on the free trial, kind of getting through some things. Have you recorded any videos? Where are you kind of at?
Yeah, I am the $59 plan. I mean, I am so excited we are working. I am knowing this, but pretty much I like it.
Good.
Um, we are excited. Yeah, I mean, I like make videos, but I never realized that can be a great tool for my business.
That's
I
fantastic.
was actually looking for this kind of service,
Yeah.
and I never realized until I figured out there is this kind of service.
That's great. And then, so you said you get on the pro plan. Did you have your setup call yet? Your optimization account call yet?
Not yet. Well, yes, one of the girls, but I moved to the second plan, and I thinking I missed the call. I could not, my time. Yeah, I need to reschedule and no appointment. Yes.
Okay. I dropped it into I put in the chat the optimization link. So just grab that link when you can out of the chat and then just book a time that works for you.
Perfect. Perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
And just one more question for you, Jessica. Like in terms of use case, you think about using Dubb for outreach, warm outreach, cold, client com? What's kind of the use case?
Mm, well, my business needs a lot of, I would say, follow up,
Yep. Yep.
outreach to help a lot. I mean, I have a lot of inquiry for my business, but I don't have the system to make that inquires become money. Now, if I have the videos the way it's look like,
hmm
I know it's more personalized. I don't have enough time to take 100 calls a day.
Yeah. 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 Do you do any LinkedIn outreach at all on LinkedIn?
No, no, no,
Do
no.
you do kind of email list? Like you have an email list that you reach out to, or kind of how do you get kind of clients to come in to do your thing and then follow up?
It's interesting because my business, we are in the credit repair business, and it's super regulated,
Yeah.
and which is fine. I mean, I agree with that. But at the same time, I mean, clients come, I don't need to I do everything organically
Yep.
through my social media.
Okay.
But I need just to follow up with a good tools like, good videos and people, they know it's me.
Perfect. That's awesome. And you
Yeah.
can and we'll cover that in the training too, where social media, you can do a social post and then have a dub link below it. You could have it in there in the pinned comment or the bio section. That way, when you're making these videos, like, hey, if you like what, we just heard, click the button below, click the link below to learn more, then it goes to that dub page. So you can definitely do that with social.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Yeah, we are right now put together the whole system because again, we are technically
Yeah.
not losing money, but
Yeah.
not getting the clients to sign up because we don't have this kind of tools. But I'm pretty much so excited for
Good.
this program. Yeah.
Good. Well, welcome in, Jessica. Thanks for coming in. And these trainings, the recording today will be on our YouTube support channel later in the day. So typically they're on there by the afternoon, if not definitely by the morning. But let me put that link, I'll drop it in the chat right now. This is our YouTube support. So just later in the day, so what people will do is they'll come into the training and then go back and watch the recording and go to the parts that they want to go like, oh, that's how you do that. Oh, that's how you do that. Let me kind of practice and do my thing. So it's a good learning practice.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect. Thank you so
Good to meet you,
much.
Jessica. You're welcome. Yeah. And then Andrew, I saw that you were new as well. Let me come over to Andrew. Hey, Andrew. If you can hear me okay, you can say hi if you'd like to, or you can say hi in the chat, depending on if you're multitasking. How are you, Andrew? Let's see. Andrew, can you hear me okay?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I've got you. How you doing?
Oh, the usual, badger baiting, cockfighting, salmon poaching.
Fantastic. Sounds like a busy morning or busy afternoon, depending on where you are. Where are you at in the journey, Andrew? Did you just jump on the free trial? Did you kind of take the full plunge? Like where you have you recorded any videos? Where are you kind of at?
Well, actually, I came across Dubb about 2 months ago,
Okay.
and I've been dying to use it. And I recently changed my position, which allowed me to start fiddling about with new stuff, unabated from the upper levels of management. So
Okay.
um, I I'm new here. I went and signed up today, this afternoon,
Oh, great.
and my reason for being here solely um, is to learn how to pump out the videos via LinkedIn and email
Yep.
for cold prospecting.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Awesome. And then what's your industry again, Andrew? What space you in?
I work as a solutions consultant for a development house.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool.
So, in other words, I'm in the engine room uh, looking for business.
Got it. Okay. All right, neat. Yeah, what we'll do is when we go through the training here, I'm going to run through all the basics and I'll talk a little bit about the cold outreach stuff and LinkedIn and email definitely is something that we show. So when
Cool.
we go through this here, just look for it on Dubb support, like I was saying later, to kind of go back and say, okay, like let me just kind of follow through with that.
Uh-huh.
The other thing is too, we have an email address and I'll put this in the chat and it's feedback@Dubb. So if you ever want to send us a video, like to pretend, hey, I'm a prospect or whatever, send it over and we can always give you feedback on it if you'd like.
Cool. Yeah, that's really useful. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so then I'm going to jump in right now, and then if anybody has any questions along the way, just feel free to pop them in the chat, and we'll kind of move our way along, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let me share my screen, and we'll start with kind of the just the basic reminders of what Dubb is in terms of the functionality and just understanding that part of it. Now, Dubb is at the end of the day a way to communicate with video instead of just doing text-based stuff all the time, which is a good reminder that video really connects. So when you're recording a Dubb video, it's going to be a 3-second animated GIF of that video. So if we look at this right here, this is an example of this style of video, and there are a few different styles that you can do. This one in particular right here was recorded from the webcam basic website recorder inside of Dubb in the platform on Dubb. And I'm using the Dubb mobile app right here that has a digital whiteboard on it. So, what works really well with outreach is obviously the person's name if you have it. You can't go wrong with the name. It's like the oldie but goodie. We've been doing that for a long time. But if you are doing an outreach to a group, okay, whether it's cold or whether it's warm, and you want to engage them with a certain thing that the whole group can relate to, you can put that phrase or question or statement on the phone. So it could be a one to many. Maybe in real estate, it's a real estate change or market update. In coaching and consulting, an important date, or this is for you, one thing you need to know. All of those kinds of different things, no matter what industry you're in, could relate to an entire group. But again, if it's one to one, you can't go wrong with the name. The last part of this is the animated GIF. So I'm having some movement to it because there's no point in having an animated GIF if it's not going to move. So you want to have this interesting and you also want to have some context for the person. Because when you have a good animated GIF, because the sales time is so much shorter now as we're getting, we're in the swipe world where you swipe your phone and you need to get engaged within a couple of seconds. This gives someone a preview of what the video could possibly be about, which is pretty powerful. And then by the time you start the video, they have a little bit of an idea of what it's about. So this is one style right here. Another style is this one right here, recorded from the same webcam. I've got a virtual background behind me. Profiles work fantastic. Like Sarah knows this video is about her, but you could also do properties in real estate. You could do articles within your industry that you want to share for some value. You could do company websites that you're reaching out to. Anything to give a little bit of context in terms of what this video is probably going to be about. Now, in terms of cold outreach, okay, cold, 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 what I would do is when it comes to the Arctic cold, I would test. I would send a bunch without a video, short subject line. Hey, question for company name. Have a statement in there that's your best hook statement, and then ask them a question. If they respond, then send them a video. The other half, I would try to record a video one time, so you're not spinning your wheels recording a bunch of videos. Record one video that you know the prospects that you're reaching out to will relate to. Use the phone and have that one statement or one question that you think all those people would relate to. And then I would do something like that and test for the cold to see what works better. Sometimes the shorter ones work good because we ask them a question, someone responds back, they send a personal video. But the other ones, someone sees video, they don't normally see that, they could respond to that as well. So I would do an A/B test on both of those different tracks for cold. For warm, you're re-engaging. So that's definitely something where the person's name, if you're doing a personal re-engage, or the statement that the group can relate to. Also for a follow-up, you maybe did a demo, you did a presentation, you could say in here, your follow-up or something like that in terms of how you're kind of responding back. But that's a basic webcam recorder one within the website. That's one style. Okay. Now, what happens when you send these videos? Like you send someone a video, okay, they get it and they see this. Then they click on it and they're brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. And it's going to have your logo, top left. It's going to have a little image behind the video player, kind of pokes out from behind. You're also going to have the video you recorded, obviously, the one-to-one or one-to-many. And then below here, you're going to have your playlist of videos. The playlist videos are great because they provide more information, but they also enable you to not have to repeat yourself 10,000 times about what it is that you do. So you could record a video one time, minute or less, about what you do. It's kind of like your pitch video, and it will play directly after this video is recorded. That enables you to really focus on the individual that you're making the video for or the group of people that you're making the videos for. You can focus on them. And then right after that, the video will play about you and what you do. And then below here, you've got your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Would you like them to book a time in your calendar? That's definitely probably one of the top buttons in sales. Do you want them to reply with video? Do you want them to check out your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to check out some reviews? Do you want them to check out a case study? So there's a number of different options you have down here. I wouldn't have too many buttons. You don't want the whole, paralysis by analysis, but sometimes people have one button because they want them to do one thing. But if you do have multiples, I would go from left to right in terms of order of importance. This button right here, reply with video, is excellent for getting video testimonials. Because as you can see in our playlist here, the last video that plays is Dubb testimonials. So instead of meeting in Zoom and having it edited, send someone a video with the reply with video button below, one of your happy clients, and just say, "Hey, Darius, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us to get a video testimonial from you. Nothing complicated, super easy. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know what have you enjoyed about the platform." Or whatever questions you normally ask your happy clients, they send you that video back. It's super convenient for them. You'll get a little notification in your video library that says, "Hey, you got a video reply." And then you put that testimonial right here in the playlist. And that's the combination that has worked very well over the years. Personal one-to-one or one-to-many, followed by a video about what you do, minute or less, followed by testimonials. The last part of this page is SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And we added this about a year ago now, and it's been really good because a lot of the times when you send someone a video, maybe they want to take that next action, but they have questions. So over here to the right, they can actually engage with SIA in real time. You can have up to 20 FAQs. They can ask the AI a question. And when you ask SIA a question, SIA is going to give an answer, but then it's going to push for something at the end because it's a sales assistant, not a customer service assistant. So it's going to give an answer and then it can collect name, phone, email. It can also push for your desired CTA, like it does right here. Ready to book a time with Rob? So this SIA is completely educated in a couple ways, and we have a whole training on this, but from a high level, SIA is educated with your website links if you have a website. It can learn physically what's on those pages in text, and then you can also upload a PDF inside the Dubb platform to SIA. It's a nice attachment to this page in terms of having real-time engagement. If you don't want the AI on the page, you don't have it. It's a little button right inside Dubb. You can turn it off if you'd like to. And all of this is tracked. Everything that you see here, when you send a Dubb video, Did they open the email? Did they click on any buttons? Did they watch any videos? And if they did, what's the watch rate? 50, 100, 10? Really kind of, really engages the follow-up in terms of you knowing what to do. And this is what it's all about. You create an engaging thumbnail, looks just like this GIF. They click on it and they're here. Now, that's one style. How did we do this style? How did we just record these videos like this? Well, inside the Dubb dashboard, you're going to go right to the top, and there's this red camera icon that sits right here. And it's going to open up your camera. Now, to do the virtual background that you saw, all we have to do is go below, select virtual background. We go down here, go to your photos, and then you basically just upload any screenshots that you have from your computer in here. And it creates a little library for you. Again, we know profiles work well, articles we want to share within our industry, company websites that you're visiting on there, properties in real estate. Just select the one you want. It puts it behind you, and there it is. And some best practices on this, have some good front light. I have a couple ring lights here, but if you have a good natural light, that's nice as well. Keep your arms within your shoulders if you're going to do any hand movements in here. If you go outside, you're kind of going into the soup area out here. So keep them short and in here. And for the edges on the shoulders and the head, I always keep my edge blur down. See how I'm adjusting the edge blur up and down to the bottom right? I become more like a ghost the higher it is. I always go edge blur really down. And if you can, it'd be nice if you don't have any objects behind you, just something plain. It helps out. Now, if I'm going to do the phone that you saw with the name or the statement, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Dubb mobile app on my phone. And when I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, I'm going to go to the mobile app, which is right here, just like that. And then I'm going to select this button right there, that square button with the person. So when I select that button, it's going to open up a typing area. And all I did before was just type the person's name or whatever the statement or question is that you want to make, turn it, and just bring it into frame, just like that. Nice and simple. And it's worked really well over the years. Now, on this basic recorder here, you have a couple options. Down over here to the bottom right, you can zoom it in, you can back it up. You also can use a teleprompter with all of our recording tech. So right up here at the top, you can click right in here, go right to scripting to create a script or copy and paste a script in there. You can search for a script that you have saved, or you can type in a script just like this. Here's your speed. You can adjust it up or down. Play button to play the speed, see if you like it. Back the text off or zoom it in. Teleprompters are really good for efficiency, getting your brand stuff right, details. It's pretty awesome. Once you get used to using it, it becomes really easy for a flow. Eyeline is up here at the top. We're going to let the words flow up. I'm going to hit record, and this is what this might look like. Ready? I'm going to hit record here, and it would be like this. Hey, Rob, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video. We here at Dubb use video automation and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. In fact, there are a number of aspects to Dubb. There's the recording of the videos, and as you can see, I can hit the pause button right down here, stop that. I can hit the delete button if I want to delete the video, and I always can resume it at whatever part I want to resume it to, right here. In this case, I'm going to save this into the Dubb platform. I'm going to click the blue check mark, and it's going to save it into Dubb. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform that looks just like this. And we're going to come back to this in a second, but I want to share this video that I just recorded. So how would I share this video? Well, there's a couple ways. So I'm going to come over to Gmail. I'm going to open up a Compose, and I'm going to put the word video in the subject line. Very important to do that because it is very rare that you see the word video. You can check your email boxes right now. I guarantee you it's like zero unless maybe we sent you a video. And then inside here, you just want a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. Now, to add the video in, you get a couple ways. One is going to be, see the little Dubb button right down here at the bottom? This is the direct integration we have with Gmail and Outlook 365. Outlook 365 is off to the right in add-ins. In Gmail, it's right down here at the bottom. The reason this button exists is because of the Chrome extension right up here at the top in the browser. That is one of our screen recorders that I'm going to cover in a minute, screen recordings. So what I'm going to do is, for a shortcut, is I'm going to click this little button down here. It's going to open up. I can record a video right now if I wanted to. I'm going to turn my camera off and see me scrolling through the videos down to the bottom right. Now I just find the video that I want. Okay, it's this one right here. I come in here, I click Advanced Options. I'm going to put the email of the person I'm sending it to. I can even add a little personalization text if I want to. Click Insert Video, and it drops it in just like that. Now, there's another way to add a video in an email if you don't want to use the shortcut. You can come right over here to the video edit page. Anytime you save a video into Dubb, there's always a big blue share and send button. Click this right here. Again, put the email in for the tracking. I'm going to put a little personalization text. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, just like that. So that's what that looks like when you get there. You're going to see that nice animated GIF, and they have their name or whatever is focused on within that part. Now, let's look at LinkedIn. Okay, so if we take LinkedIn as an example, all right? So let's say we wanted to reach out to Ruben here, or we wanted to share this article or any website, anything browser based where you want to share what's on your screen, but you want to be part of it. So as an example, what does that look like? Well, this one right here. This is a real estate market update used with the Chrome extension screen recorder. See how I'm inside the square? I'm right next to the title. I'm doing a little point for my first 3 seconds. This is what you want in terms of an animated GIF when you're sharing a website with someone, whether it's in this case an article, a market update, LinkedIn. You want to be on the page explaining something. That's what this is right here, the Chrome extension. So if I want to replicate this feeling, but I want to reach out to someone on LinkedIn, here is how you would do that. So right from within here, we're going to open up the Chrome extension right up here at the top. So when you have it pinned and logged in where it's supposed to be, you're going to click this right here, and it's going to open up and put me on the page. Perfect. Now, we always want to think about a couple things when we do this. We want to think about the size of the webcam. We want to think about the shape of the webcam, and we want to think about the placement of the webcam. In this case with LinkedIn, Ruben's in a circle, so I'm going to match the feel of that. I'm going to go in a circle here. I'm going to reduce my size, almost like even to his, and I'm going to put myself right next to him, right here. So when Ruben sees this outreach on LinkedIn, it's super original. He's going to see his background. You're right here next to him. Totally different than all the text-based stuff that you normally see. Now, function-wise here, you can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame if you'd like to. You can back yourself up. You also can move yourself around inside the bubble to kind of where you want to be. You can jump to full screen when you want to make a point. You can go right back to the page. You also can use your annotation tool, which is right over here to the left, which is really cool to use. You also can use a teleprompter right over here. We have another teleprompter, again, across all of the tech. So I just look in here for my script like I did before. This one's a little different because you can grab the sides like this, and you can physically move it where you want to move it to. Now, a little note about the teleprompter with the Chrome extension. Because the Chrome extension is browser-based, you can't go full screen on your browser because if you do, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab and you won't be able to get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of space so you can just tap this and bring it forward when you're ready to use it. Now there are 3 orientations to record with Chrome. There's screen, tab, and camera. Now if I go camera, it opens up like a webcam. If I go screen, it's going to record my entire screen. So I'm going to get all my tab mess that I have at the top, the whole thing that's on there, and it will show the teleprompter inside here. So if I want to use the teleprompter, I'm not going to use full screen. I'd use our desktop app, which I'm going to show after this. But I think tab is the best option because tab is a nice clean cut of this page. And when you use the teleprompter, it will not show to the people in the recording. Now you also have a little control bar sits right down here. So you're able to jump to full screen. You can turn your webcam on or off. You also can decide, hey, do I want to use my profile picture instead? Well, you could do that. But, it's really best to be live. You also can add a virtual background right inside the bubble if you want to do that as well. So a lot of options in there. Technically, you can turn your webcam off if you want to do an audio walkthrough. But for first meetings, live is the best. So I'm going to hit record here. I'm going to choose my tab. There's my tab that I want to have behind me. I'm going to click share, my 3, 2, 1, and it would be something like this. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I thought I would reach out because I noticed some things in your profile I want to point out to you that I thought were really neat. Check this out. So I did my whole wave and my point, my 3-second repeating GIF, and then I jumped to full screen. And you can jump to full screen in a couple ways. One down at the bottom where it says expand webcam. Click that. Click here to go back. Or you can float over with your mouse over the circle, double click, whatever one you want to. But jumping to full screen is a really great way to make a point about something, take the visual away, say what you want to say, and then just go back to the page. You also can be very free flowing. Scroll around, say what you want to say. Hit the pause button down here if you want to stop the recording. Get yourself set up in the next point, and then click resume. Annotation tool right over here. Use it to point some things out. You can use arrows, you can do circles, you can do underlines, you can put things in order. You can actually type some text on the screen if you kind of want to hammer home a point about something. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. So if I continue down the page, I don't have to worry about them following me. So this is how you'd reach out on LinkedIn using the Chrome extension. It's worked really well over the years for folks. You can also, again, use it for any browser website to point things out like I'm doing right now. I'm going to hit the check mark down the bottom. That's going to save this into the Dubb platform. So just like before when we saved the other video, it's going to take us to the video edit page anytime you save a video inside the Dubb platform. Now, if we want to send that video to Ruben over on LinkedIn, here's how we would do it. So we want to connect with Ruben first because if you try to send a Dubb video with a connection request, it will only show up as a link. You won't get that nice animated GIF. So send a quick little connector message. Most people connect. And once they do, click the message button right down here and then see the little Dubb symbol like we saw inside the Gmail. That's our integration we have with LinkedIn. Find the video. It's right here. Click insert. There's the video. And you can even change this text right here to something personal before you send it. Click send. And then Ruben is going to see that nice animated GIF in his box, which stands out way more than anything else. So far we've looked at two different kinds of recording. We've looked at the basic webcam recorder from the website and a screen recording that's browser based. Now, the next one that we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb desktop app. And the Dubb desktop app is a pretty great piece of technology because it's a little different of a screen recorder. So we're going to open this up here at the top. We're going to open our quick view menu, which is right here. Desktop app does a lot of really neat stuff, but we're going to go record screen just so you can see the comparison difference between Chrome and that you just saw, Chrome and the desktop app. So first of all, let's talk about what the similarities are. So similarity wise, first off, the webcam is exactly the same. So you can do all the same stuff. The buttons are in a different spot, but you can do all the same functionality you just saw in the Chrome. You also can use your annotation tool, which again is right over here. You can do a teleprompter, which is right here. Now, there is a slight difference with the teleprompter. So like the Chrome, you can move it around, and the great thing about the teleprompter with the desktop app is you can record anything on your screen. It will not show the teleprompter. In Chrome, you have to be on tab only, so it doesn't show. Now, when you click in here to find your script like we did before, there it is. The first option you're going to see right here is voice recognition. So we have auto track for the desktop app, which means if I was going to hit record right now, it would move the script at the pace that I'm speaking as I'm saying the words, which is neat. We have that on our mobile app as well. But if you don't want to use auto track, you can just click the button here and it turns to auto scroll, just like the other teleprompters that you just saw. So you can choose your speed and then go from there. But it's a nice option to have the voice track part because you can go at your own pace. Now, another difference here is this. So down here, we have a little red slash through this box right here. That means if I was going to hit record right now, I would get my entire desktop screen. If I get rid of this red slash, now I have a drop down and I have choices for the border in terms of what I want to show when I'm recording. In this case, it's custom, which means I can crop around anything I want to crop around. Could be a website, could be a Canvas slide, could be a document, a listing agreement, a contract. It could be just a certain part of something that you can really get specific about that enables you to do that. And you can move it wherever you want to move it to. Also in the drop down is 16 by 9 for YouTube. So if you want to make a YouTube video, you're right here in the proper orientation. If you want to do 9 by 16 for social media, which I've done before for LinkedIn like this, I've used the desktop app. You can go right in this orientation, throw it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of, and make your social video just like that. Now, with the recording, there's a difference as well. So I'm going to hit the record button now. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm recording a video. Here we go. I can pause and resume the video at the bottom, just like we did before. But here's the major difference, the check mark. So normally within Dubb, when you click the check mark, it saves it into the Dubb platform. In this case, when I click the check mark, it's going to say, hey, you just created a clip. The desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to put a bunch of clips together, merge them at the end into one video. The Chrome extension that you saw before was one video you pause and resume. This is clip recording. And clip recording is neat because it gives you the ability to drag and drop videos from your computer and put them right in here. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, there's an MP4 version you can download. You could easily download one and make it part of the story right here. You also have three creative choices down here to the bottom left to keep recording your clips. Because I already did a screen recording clip, now I just want to keep going. So down over here to the bottom left, the first one says record screen video. I'm going to click that there. And now it just brings me right back to where I was. I'm going to hit record again. And now I'm just recording a second clip, just like this. So I'm putting together my clips. Here's my second one. And I can physically move this around. I don't have to go chronologically. I can do the end first, the middle, whatever I want. It's a great option to be able to shoot out of order. You also can click the three dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now there's another creative option down here at the bottom left, and it's record webcam. So I can click this one right here, and maybe this is the beginning of my video. Maybe it's the end. I'm like, hey, thanks for watching this video. You can click below to book a time in my calendar. Or, hey, I just want to make this really quick point about this one thing. Click the check mark here, and there's my clip there. And you can again move it wherever you want to move it to. The last option down here, which is pretty awesome, is Dubb Narrator. This gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of your bubble. So all I have to do is click this button here. I'm going to, inside my video library, I'm going to put narrator in because I have them all labeled narrator. And I'm going to find the video that I want that I've already pre-recorded. I'm going to go down here. Okay, I like this one. I'm going to go with that one. And again, I can put it wherever I want to. And now you have a pre-recorded video ready to go inside the bubble. And all I have to do is just hit record and just use the annotation tool, scroll, whatever I want to do.
If you're still on the fence about whether you should try Dubb in your real estate business,
The great thing about Dubb Narrator is it gives you the ability where you don't have to multitask. You can use that before, record something before all the stuff you want to say, and then just put that on top of something. It's pretty convenient. Now, when you're ready to combine all of these clips together into that one video, click the edit button to the bottom right. It's going to merge all of the clips together. And right here, you have an editor right inside the desktop app. I can hit the play button. Okay, I'm recording a video here. I can drag my timeline to wherever I want to drag it to. Like say I want to cut a part out of this video, I drag it to where I want to. I'm going to click the scissor buttons. That's going to split our clip into two pieces. I'm going to keep dragging the timeline to the next part to cut. Scissor. Now you got three pieces. Which one do you want to get rid of? Click on the one you want, delete. If you want to bring everything back, it's the good old undo button right here. Undo, 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 and you're totally fine. If you want to get rid of some silences in your videos, you can click a button called Smart Cut. And all these different pink areas here are the silences. So you can get rid of those if you want a tighter cut. Then you can come over here, download the MP4 if you want to your computer, and you can upload it into the Dubb platform. Now, the last part of recording that we have is going to be the Dubb mobile app. And the Dubb mobile app is really good because the cameras on the phones are fantastic. So you can set it up on your table like this with a selfie stick and go landscape. You can do a walk and talk that we're so used to seeing in social media. You can use a really cool function called picture in picture, which I'm going to show in a second. But it's a nice way to kind of diversify your recordings. Because if you do a lot of screen recordings and walkthroughs and you do a lot of webcam videos, maybe you just want to do one with a different orientation. Maybe you're given a piece of advice about something. It's a little more organic. It's a nice feel to it. So this is how you would record something with the Dubb mobile app. So I'm going to share my screen here, and this is what this would look like. Okay, so here is the Dubb mobile app. I'm going to click the blue camera icon right at the bottom. It's going to open up our camera. And when it opens up the camera, you're going to notice a couple things. One is going to be that there's a default right here for 1 minute, which means if I record a video, it's going to cut me off in a minute. There are other specific timers down here. I always put mine over to 10 minutes because you can't record beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app, and I know I'm not going to get cut off when I record. To record a video, you're going to tap the button down here at the bottom. I'm going to tap it like this, and now I'm recording. You can see the timer up here, the timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. and it's been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I need it. I'm going to hit record one more time. I'm going to get here's my timer again at the top. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. I'm going to tap it again, and there is the second clip. I can move these clips around like you just saw with the desktop app. I can take my finger, hold one, slide it. So again, I can record out of order, which is really, really nice. You also can tap a clip individually. So if I tap a clip, I can delete, trim, or edit. Now, if I hit the edit button, I can come in here and add music. We have a whole library. of music. I can also put text on the screen. I can also do a voiceover. So, and I can even speed up the action of the clip if I wanted to. All of these options exist right within each clip. Now, over here to the right, you have some important icons. Top right, that's going to record what's in front of you. This one right here is countdown timers. So if I select this one here, you can go 3 or 10. I always go 3 because I think it's like the perfect amount of time to get ready to smile, and it matches everywhere else in Dubb is 3, 2, 1. This one right here is the teleprompter. Just select this button here, find your script like we did before at the top. In this case, I'm going to grab it right here. You can use the auto scroll just like the other teleprompters, speed between 1 and 10. You can go up or down. You can hit the play button, see if you like it. And then you also can hit the edit button right here. So you can edit these things on the fly if you need to. Now, when you're recording these videos, obviously you want your eye line at the top. Use these guardrails here to slide this up if your eyes are cheating and looking down here and they're not staying where they're supposed to be. If it's an issue, that'll keep you up there at the top. Just a helpful hint on that. Now, if you have an iPhone, this is an option for an iPhone. You can select the gear icon to the left, select auto track, and now you got voice recognition, just like we saw on the desktop app. So it'd be like this. Confessions of a Sales Pro number 213. Back in the learning days, and then you can kind of go at your own pace, just like that with this. So the teleprompter is pretty dynamic. To close it, top right, close it. Now, if you have a video on your phone that you recorded, not in the Dubb mobile app, you recorded it with your phone, you want to make it part of this story right here, go to the folder button here, find the video in your photo video area, find it, click add clips, and it will drop it right down into here. If you want to physically record your screen, it's this button. If you want to use filters, this button right here. So we have black and white, we have skin smoothing, we have all kinds of different kind of color gradations and effects that you can use if you want to do that. We also have picture in picture. This is very popular with real estate folks, but it can be used in any industry where you want to show what's in front of you and talk about it as well. So if I select this button right here, it's going to go just like this. I'm going to hit record, and now I'm showing what's in front of me, and I'm able to move around. I can make myself bigger, smaller. I can zoom in, all kinds of cool stuff you can do right from this point. Okay, so I'm going to close that here, and here we go. Okay, so when you have these recorded, there's one more thing that I want to show you here. Sorry, it looks like we got a little bug. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Last one down here, virtual background. So like we saw in the beginning with the webcam, how you can put things behind you, you got to click this button right here, take your screenshots, go to your photo video area on your phone, select the photo to put behind you, and you got it right there. And again, it could be someone's profile, article, company website, all like that, and just frame it how you want to frame it when you're making your video. And then when you're done and you want to combine all the clips together, there's a little blue button to the top right, merges all the clips, and then you would save it into the Dubb platform by clicking the blue upload button. So those are the different ways to record. They're all specific in terms of the outreach. Now, once you save a video inside Dubb, we saw the video edit page before. Well, what can we do on that video edit page that's important? Well, once you save a video into the platform, it takes you here, like we saw, video edit page. Now, there's a drop down on this page right here. It says Rob's preset. And what that means is these landing pages, when someone clicks on a video and they land here, they're called presets in Dubb. They're customized landing pages. If I have a default preset, any video that I record, automatically this page is going to be attached to it with these playlist videos, these buttons, coloring, every style on that page. But we have multiple presets with Dubb for a lot of different kinds of customers. So I could change just by selecting another preset, everything about that page, the buttons, the setup, everything. So when you think about presets, think about it in terms of your audience. If I'm in real estate, I want buyers, one for buyers, one for sellers. If I'm in recruitment and I represent employers and candidates, I want a preset landing page for both of those. If I'm in mortgages, FHA, jumbo loans, VA loans, I want pages for all those. If I'm in coaching and consulting, I want to break down my audience and see where I can speak to them directly. Because when you focus on that, then you can apply the right preset to the right part of your audience. Now, on this page in general, you have activity as well, tracking, like we talked about before. The reason this says no activity is because, we haven't sent the video anywhere. But when we do have the ability to find out who's getting the email. Are they opening it? Are they clicking on any buttons? Are they watching the video? And again, what's the watch rate, which is really important for the follow-up. We also have in here Kyra, our digital AI coach, which is going to give us feedback on the videos that we've created. Are we being repetitive? Are we using filler words? How's our cadence? Are we doing some profanity? I guess it depends on the branding, but it'll really give you an idea. Now, there are some caveats, like with repetition, there is repetition in sales. So there will be a little bit of that. So that you can take with a grain of salt. Filler words, it's always good to know. My big filler word is always so. That's been my filler word for a long time. I try to use it not as much as I can, but I know I'm aware of it, and I try not to as much as I can. This is what the feedback would look like. Content feedback talks about the hook, the script, the tone, the pacing. You have visual feedback right in here. All of this is really good from a non-biased AI opinion on terms of when you record the video, you can get better when you're doing it. You also have within Dubb the editing function. As we saw in the desktop app, any video you save into Dubb or upload into the Dubb platform, you can edit. So right down here, you can hit the play button.
Hey, Ruben.
You can drag your timeline just like we did before. All you have to do is hit the scissor button like we did, scissor button again. You got three pieces, whatever's highlighted in orange, click the delete button and it's gone. If you want to bring it all back like we saw before, undo, undo, undo. Now, if you ever edit something a lot and you're like, you know what, I don't want to hit the undo button a lot, what do? Go to the top, download the MP4 version. Every Dubb video has an MP4 version. Save it to your computer, click replace video and click save. And then you're totally, totally fine. And that's what it's all about. Recording a video, getting it on a customized landing page, calling a preset, sending it out to someone, they click on it, and they're on that landing page. Now, within the Dubb platform, inside here, we have as an option our own AI writer right here in the middle called Ira. The difference here is we added this profile feature right to the right. Now, just like we just saw with landing pages, we want these profiles to speak to a certain part of our audience. Again, real estate, easy split, buyer, seller. I'd want to create a buyer profile and a seller profile because when I do, I'm able to answer all of these questions for the AI writer so the writer can learn about this part of your audience. You can do a preferred tone of communication. You even can apply the have method here to the structure of writing. Open with a hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a compelling call to action. And then once you do that, you just come in here and say, okay, what am I working on today? Am I working on buyers or sellers? Okay, I'm working on sellers. You click the one you want, you choose the prompt that you want, right? Then you come down here and you kind of finish it off. I'll say on why video is the best for sales. Choose a length, hit submit. And the next thing you know, Ira is giving you tailored copy to that point of your audience, whether it's email copy, script copy, whatever you need. And you can have this read back to you in an AI voice. You can copy it to a clipboard. You can import it directly to scripts inside of the Dubb platform, load it into a teleprompter, and then record a video. We do that all the time. You could even import this to a voice video. Say you don't want to be on camera one day and you don't even want to use your voice. You can upload a photo over here to the right. You can choose an AI voice here. And then all you have to do is send this video out and the animated GIF will show the image and it will have a little waveform action that kind of moves across the screen on that 3-second animated GIF that looks like the person is speaking. Almost looks kind of a little bit like,
Ready to skyrocket your sales? Here's why video is your secret weapon.
looks just like that. Almost looks like a futuristic voicemail. And then the last one down here is your avatars. You can go full on avatar if you want to. We have a full library in here where you can choose from just by scrolling. You also can create your own by clicking create, give a good description. Here's your script, choose an AI voice. It takes a little bit of time to create the asset, but when it's created, you can download it and use it in email campaigns. It's kind of a pedestal approach. Or you can use it for screen recordings, which is what a lot of people do, whether it's administrative or educational. So if I wanted to share this market update like we did before, remember how we used the pre-recorded version of myself in the desktop app with Dubb Narrator? Same thing with the avatar. Come right into the desktop app, click Narrator Video, opens it up. There we go. And in this case, I'm going to look for Ava the avatar that I have saved in here with a specific script I wrote for her. It's pre-recorded. And I'm going to use the AI on the page instead of using myself as the pre-recorded video. So her video is right here. I'm going to select Ava. She's now on the page. I'm going to put her in the right shape. I'm going to put her next to the title just like this, like we always do. I'm going to hit record. And now Ava is going to do the walkthrough instead of myself.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible.
So you have that as an option. Now, lastly, if you don't have a CRM that you're using, you can use Dubb as a CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags, all of that good stuff. You can do bulk emails and SMSs. We also have a higher tier plan with Pro Plus that does automations, which are those drip sequences that we talk about. A new addition to the dashboard is this. We just added this. So inside the Dubb dashboard, right inside here, at the top, there is Auto right over here to the right. I'm going to click this little button here and it opens up and you can chat with Auto, which is your little guide within Dubb. So you can be in here and say, what are the best videos to record for real estate? Let's say real estate prospects. And you can do this with any industry. And then click the little arrow button here. Auto's going to start engaging with the content it has on our side that we've educated it on. And then you've got a nice little breakdown right here, right from within the dashboard. And then, of course, you always have the help links down here at the bottom. So if you haven't tried out Auto yet, we just added this in here. It's kind of a soft launch. We're going to be doing the full launch in June, but this is a nice kind of little preview of what Auto is capable of. And if you want to close Auto, just tap it there and it closes. Okay, let's see. Let me come back over here to the chat. Andrew, I'll pop over here to you first. Andrew, how you feeling? Any questions on anything? I know you had the LinkedIn outreach you wanted to do and the email. We covered both of those. You can watch those again on the recording back. But anything on your mind?
Rob, how long is it possible to record a video for? Up to 10 minutes, is that right?
On the mobile app, you can do longer ones. I don't know what the longest video is that I've seen recorded on a webcam. You can go for a while. I know people upload educational videos that are pretty long, but for the mobile app, you can't go beyond 10.
Okay. And my understanding with the LinkedIn, sending out videos via LinkedIn, ideally they have to make a connection with me first before I send them something. Is that right?
Yeah, just for the optimal experience, so they can see
Right.
the animated GIF. If you try to send it without, it's going to be a link. Plus, they may not watch it in the connection request. So I think once you connect, that's where people will find the best traction.
And in terms of the volumes of sending out, hitting spam filters and Lord knows what else, I'm aware that this is not an attachment, so obviously it's not going to get flagged up with, larger blue chips. There's potential virus or something like that.
Yep.
How many videos should one be aiming to send out per day if it's prospecting without attracting the spam filters?
We have a really good, I would say, like, depending on what you're using, are you using Gmail or Outlook? What do you use? Or do you have a CRM that you send it out?
I'm using Gmail.
Yeah, I think for a business Gmail, I think it's like 300 a day, I think is the limit. So it's all within, those parameters. I know the deliverability has always been good with Dubb just in terms of having the GIF instead of, the attachment. But I would say if you have a good email warmed up, like, when we send stuff out in like bulk, we'll warm up a domain and stuff like that. So we have a full article on that within, if you search inside Auto that I just showed and you type in there, best email practices, it'll send you the article and the video, all that good stuff.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got a fresh email address that I'm looking to use, which is my own email address.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is sloppily catch a monkey. Take your time then, yeah.
Yeah, that, and just make sure you're using one where it's warmed up. And again, that whole process is in that article that Darius, or
Cool.
Darius is a big email guy. Like he's been researching it for years on because they're changing a lot. It can change a lot. SMS changes a lot. So we have a good updated article on it. Yeah.
And the resolution it's HD, is that right?
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
Cool. Okay. No, that was fabulous. I mean, I'm probably going to have to come back and listen to you a couple more times, Rob, just to get an angle on all of this.
Yeah.
As I say, I mean, I really want to focus on just prospecting, but I can see that there's a wealth of different ways to do it, which I mean, you've blown me away with the wealth of tools at one's disposal here. Absolutely amazing.
Well, that's awesome. I really appreciate the kind words, and just look for the recording later in the day. I've got to jump out, guys, in another couple minutes just because I've got a meeting at the top of the hour. But Andrew, thank you very much. And I wanted to pop over to Jessica really quickly to say, Jessica, hi. Anything on your mind from
Yes.
what you saw?
Yes, I mean, they have so many good tools. I was just confused in the first part when you enter the name of the client, hey, congratulations or hi, Sarah.
Yeah,
But you need to
on
do
how I did that.
correct.
Yeah, so basically what you would do is this one, I want to make sure we're talking about the right one. So this one right here, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
one? Okay. So what you would do is go to the your Dubb dashboard, red camera icon right here, opens up the webcam, just like
Mhm.
this. Then you get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So you get the
Yeah.
app on your phone, and when you have the mobile app, it's going to take you, when you open it, this is the home area right here.
Mhm.
At the top, there is this little button right there. See that square with the person? That little
Yep.
square? Just click that right there, and that opens up a typing area. So all I did was
Okay.
type the person's name like this, just like that, and then I
Yeah.
turned it like that. And then all I did was hit the record button right here. Record, three, two, one. Hey, Rob, this is Rob. Listen, I want to send you this quick video. And then you start getting into it. It's recording right now. Click the
Yep.
check mark when you're done, saves it into Dubb, and then you would send it.
Okay. Then you need to record each time because I was thinking, oh, the system automatically is going to update the name or nothing, but you need to record it manually one by one.
Yeah, if you're
Okay.
doing the with the phone message,
Mhm.
yes, for that. If you have a generalized message that you send to someone, you could do, with your bulk sends, their name could be in the email and it can be in the subject line, but it could be a general message you could send to everyone. So it really depends on what you want to do.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and feel free to send them to feedback at Dubb,
Yeah, of
So
course I will. Thank you, sir.
cool. Well, listen, great meeting everyone today. To the returners, thank you so much. Dorothy, thanks for coming back as always. Dwayne, awesome. I'll see everyone tomorrow, and this recording will be up on YouTube later in the day. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks, Bob. Cheers. Bye.